Good evening. Tonight at 5, Indiana Governor Mike Braun is reflecting on his first year in office as the state's 52nd governor. Thanks for joining us. I'm Anne Marie.
I'm Dustin Grove in for Felicia. Today, Governor Braun sat down with our State House reporter Emily Longnecker, and they talked about a whole lot of topics,
including a subject that has dominated the past 4 months. We're talking about redistricting.
Yeah, you know, it was just last week that we were here at the State House as the Senate took up redistricting, and we asked Governor Braun about that, but he also wanted to look ahead to some of the issues he said Hoosiers are focused on for January. Even with 21 Republican senators voting against redistricting last week, Governor Braun believes the biggest opposition to redrawing the state's congressional districts came from across the aisle. He pointed to the wide majority by which the bill passed in the House.
The loudest voice against it would have been Democrats and moderates and liberals. We think by the time the vote occurred, a large majority of Republicans and conservatives were for it.
The governor said the Senate's failure to pass redistricting gives a stark picture
of how, half of the Senate was out of sync with most Hoosier Republicans, what was happening in other states, requests from the administration.
Braun has said he'll support primary challenges to those lawmakers who voted against redrawing the state's congressional districts. But what about the push to redraw Indiana's maps? Is it over?
I don't think that can be resurrected in this session, but I think it plays out in a broader way. But again, if you try to generalize on it, I think it's a mistake, because it's a national issue that put us out of sync with all other states, the administration, a large majority of Republicans and conservatives in this state. I think you let it rest there, and then you focus on the things we have under our control.
But what about federal funding? Could it be at risk now to the districts of Indiana lawmakers who voted no on redistricting?
That all remains to be seen. I think that it probably doesn't endear you, but I think I've got a strong enough relationship there on the critical stuff.
The governor said when it comes to redistricting, it's the same senators who voted no who should be doing the soul searching about it right now.
To me, when it comes to all the nuts and bolts of running state government, you look at those issues, you don't generalize upon this.
Coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear more from Governor Braun about his first year in office and some of the issues he plans to take up when lawmakers return to this building next month to continue the 2026 legislative session. At the Indiana State House, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.
And we have covered this redistricting debate in depth each week on Crossroads Politics. You can stream those episodes anytime over on WTHR+.
Good news tonight. We are finally above freezing with a big warm up on the way this week. Yes, we are so close to 30. No, so close to 40.
40.
At
We passed
39 right now.
We passed 30.
Yes.
Sean called it glorious at 4 o'clock, Angela.
December glorious.
December, yeah, there was a bit of a
modified.
caveat there.
What did I say in the afternoon meeting?
What did you say? You felt like it was...
It felt like spring.
Really?
That's
We were going to go there.
Over-exaggeration a little bit, but
Okay.
compared to 4 below zero and feeling like
true.
25 below zero.
Yeah, I was like 39 feels like spring. Isn't that a little much, Angela? Isn't that a little much? And she's like, it's all relative.
A little bit in the air.
point.
Yes, I said go outside and just sit in the sunshine for 1 second. You'll know what I'm talking
And
about.
then you'll see that I am right, because I am Angela.
It really made such a difference today. The day started with clouds, we've ended with sunshine, and yes, we're near 40 degrees. We're going to be near 40 again tomorrow, near 50 with rain and wind as we look ahead to Thursday. Should be another nice sunset. It's already starting to happen. Our cameras look great. We're somewhere between 35 and 40 degrees for most of us right now, and another impressive 24-hour temperature change map. Yesterday, we were up 20 to 25 from the day before. We're up another 15 in most places. We're up 15 in Peru, up 11 in Shelbyville, up 12 in Bloomington, and it's 13 warmer in Indianapolis. Temperatures will stay above freezing over the next several hours in the low to mid 30s under a mainly clear sky. Temperatures early tomorrow morning right at freezing, and this number will be critical, especially if we get low clouds, fog, and freezing drizzle to form. It's not going to be widespread, but Future Track 13 hinting at this right before sunrise, and even a little bit of mist with temperatures right at freezing. Could have a few slick spots early tomorrow. We'll cover that and look ahead to the rain and wind on Thursday in a few minutes.
Angela, thank you. We'll see you then. Tonight, a Greenfield father faces child neglect charges after police found his son wandering outside in the snow wearing only a diaper. Police say the toddler was spotted outside the Prairie Meadows apartment complex suffering from hypothermia. Officers quickly got the child inside a warm car while they waited for EMS crews. Police arrested the 20-year-old father, who officers say was asleep inside an apartment with drug paraphernalia in plain view.
The man accused of killing an Indianapolis teen on the Kentucky University campus appeared in court today. The judge set a $1 million bond for Jacob Bard. His attorney says he was attacked while trying to remove his kids from an unsafe situation before the shooting broke out. But police say the video they collected did not show a fight beforehand. 19-year-old Dejon Darrell Fox Jr. was killed in that shooting. A second student also was shot but survived.
And a judge just set a trial date for the man accused of killing his father and his father's girlfriend on Thanksgiving before setting their house on fire. Jaron Morgan appeared in court today, pleading not guilty to murder and arson charges. Morgan's father, Courtney, died at the scene near 38th and Arlington. Courtney's girlfriend, Megan Weakerson, died at the hospital. Morgan is now set to go on trial in February. He's being held in the Marion County Jail right now without bond.
Tonight, IMPD is sharing with us some new statistics about efforts this year to target gun violence and organized crime across Indianapolis. This year, here's some of the data. IMPD says they seized nearly 350 illegal guns, including 186 machine gun conversion devices. They also seized more than 120 pounds of narcotics and $200,000 cash. They say the money was tied to criminal activity.
In 2025 was quality over quantity when it came to cases, and then to get as many machine gun conversion devices and illegally possessed firearms out of the hands of violent criminals throughout central Indiana as we possibly could.
This year, the group also made 312 arrests. This task force is comprised of officers from multiple agencies across central Indiana and also some federal partners as well.
To Hamilton County now, where Carmel police recently launched new technology to warn drivers that a patrol car is nearby responding to an emergency.
The department is the first in the Midwest to use this. It's called Pursuit Alert. Jenny Runovich shares how it works.
Well, this is installed in almost all of Carmel's patrol cars, and it interacts with Waze. So if you have the Waze app on your phone, you'll automatically get the notifications.
Alerts that an officer is responding to an emergency within a 1.5-mile radius of your car. Carmel launched Pursuit Alert on Waze about a month ago. The $23,000 software is being paid for through Carmel PD's Seizure Fund. More than the normal Waze icon of an officer, Pursuit Alert notifications are meant to be warnings, keeping drivers and officers safe, letting people know a patrol car is on the side of the road making a traffic stop, so move over, or an officer is coming up behind them during a police pursuit.
And it actually moves kind of the radius of where the emergency vehicle is. So if there's an emergency vehicle on the move, whether they're running lights and sirens or getting ready to make a traffic stop, it's going to tell you that that's in your area, and it's going to kind of move with you.
Tonight at 6, we'll tell you why this type of technology is coming at an especially important time to keep police safe. In Carmel, Jenny Runovich, 13 News.
Also today, IU Indianapolis marked a milestone in the construction of the new James T. Morris Arena.
This is a $110 million athletics venue in downtown. It's expected to be completed by next year. Today, IU Indy and the Indiana Sports Corp signed the last beam that they're placing up on that facility.
The venue, also known as The Gym, features a 4,500-seat arena and gym along with community spaces and offices for IU Athletics and USA Track and Field.
This is very exciting, to know that we'll have an arena to go play and show what IU Indianapolis is really about, just to be able to show it off and have people come out there and have a big crowd and cheer us on.
Yeah, big moment there. IU Indy broke ground on the project earlier this year. Destiny, who we just heard from right there, did not have a coat on today. Did you notice that?
But did you see Jackie Morris?
Yes,
she was buttoned on that. And that is Jim Morris's widow.
Okay.
And I just think it's so awesome that this just fits Jim Morris so well. You know, he loved the Olympics. And so you've got USA Track and Field offices there. And you know he loved IU, all things about IU. And so for this to be there and to, and he loves sports. He was an executive at Pacer Sports and Entertainment, ran the World World Food Bank. I mean, just so much that he did worldwide and here in our community, and to have something named after him, I think is pretty cool.
What a legacy.
Yeah.
Yes,
The
for
gym,
sure.
J-I-M.
Yes,
J-I-M.
I know. We were looking at it as
Yes.
like the gym, G-Y-M, and then the gym,
J-I-M.
J-I-M.
I love it. I love
Yeah,
it. And it's
yeah.
cool they get to be part of the signing.
Right, and they had good weather for it today.
They did. Temperatures were near 40. We enjoyed some sunshine this afternoon. We'll look ahead to a freezing drizzle chance tomorrow, and then Thursday, rain and wind in the forecast.